The reasons behind the intervention in Libya are constantly being questioned. Critics say it's strange that Libya is being targeted in particular when there are several other violent uprisings in the Arab world. RT's Daniel Bushell reports on what else could be motivating the Western powers.
Coalition leaders claim they're just enforcing the no-fly zone over Libya, but have been engaged in widespread and heavy attacks on Colonel Gaddafi's ground forces and buildings and targets linked to his regime. So what are the real motives for France, the UK and US leading the attack on Libya? Some say it's pure vengeance.
They're certainly settling accounts and taking revenge.
Turkey says it's disturbed by France's eagerness to invade, but experts believe Ankara shouldn't be surprised. Gaddafi is accused of ordering the bombing of UTA Flight 772, which killed 54 French men and women in 1989. A UK court found that Gaddafi's agents the year before planned the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, which killed 43 British and 189 US citizens.
He blew up, his intelligence agency did a terrorist bomb, very similar to the Lockerbie bomb in the UK. It was called UTA Flight 722, and it blew up over Niger with the loss of everyone on board. So I would argue that there's an element of revenge, a very strong element of revenge now.
More recently, Gaddafi's hurt French commercial interests.
He fined French oil firm Total $500 million. He also bought Russian fighter planes instead of French Rafale jets.
But now coalition bombs are reported to be killing Libyan civilians.
The West is resorting to heavy bombing, and civilian casualties are of no concern.
That could increase regional hatred towards the West.
After some time, there will be quite open resistance from the Arab countries.
Critics say the Western-led military alliance is simply taking one side in what's an internal civil war where rebels seek to overthrow an internationally recognized government. Western forces should be prosecuted, not just for civilian deaths, but also for killing Libyan conscripts.
And I don't know why people find it okay to kill soldiers when they are attacked by a foreign country, you see. I mean, soldiers are often civilians in uniform, and they have been drafted into the army.
As NATO chiefs arrive to plan the next stage of the bombardment of Libya, there are growing calls for them to be held accountable for what they describe in war speak as collateral damage, but which in real language means the death of innocent civilians. The coalition now admits it's hunting Gaddafi. The original reason was only to impose a no-fly zone. The trouble is, the more civilian deaths their bombing causes, the more they risk being accused of the same crimes as Gaddafi himself. Daniel Bushell, RT, Brussels.